for Thursday, January 20th. Roll call, please.
Mark?
Here.
Chris? Here. Sherelle? Here. Dan? Here. Barry?
Here.
Louise?
Here.
Adam? Shane? Here. Tate?
Here. We do have a quorum. We'll proceed. Is there anybody on the line by chance? Who's on? Can you identify yourself, please?
Ed Rintamaki, 49th Latitude Land Survey.
Thank you. We do have one change.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you're welcome.
Oh, okay. You're just too polite, Ed. We do have one item we need to add to the agenda, and it's to reorganize the board. So if we could add that, I guess under...
Let's do it right now.
Okay, we'll do that right now, I guess. What we need to do, I guess with that being said, with that change, is there a motion to approve the changes presented?
So,
Is there a second? We have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Okay, Dan, with that, we'll ask for a motion.
why don't we have staff call for nominations?
Okay. Is that what we need to do?
Yep, start with chair, then vice chair.
Tate?
Yes. What do we do?
The correct wording would be, is there any nominations for chair?
Got it.
Is there any nominations for chair?
I nominate Tate Simuluk for chair.
Is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Do you want to do vice chair right away too?
We'll make a motion to do Mr. Kaylau for vice chair.
Okay, we'll tie those motions together then. Is there a second to that?
I'd second that.
Okay, is there any further discussion? So it'd be Tate Simbaluk as chair, Dan Kaylau as vice chair. Any further discussion?
I move nominations cease.
Okay. We need to do a roll call. Let's do a roll call, so just to cover our bases. Roll call, please.
Barry?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Sherelle?
Yes.
Louise? Yes.
Shane?
Yes.
Tate?
Yes. Motion carries. That's how the board will be represented for the year. Okay, we've done the roll call. We have the disposition of the minutes. What are the wishes?
Motion to approve the minutes?
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. New business. We have John Heller for a variance for, regarding streets, roads, and access easements for proposed 5-lot minor subdivisions, currently zoned rural residential. It's located out in Judson Township. Rachel?
Yep, LU-0147-21. John Heller is requesting a variance from section 5-2-3 street roads access easements for a proposed 5-lot minor subdivision. The applicant is currently working through the minor subdivision process to create 5 lots, 2 approximately 5-acre lots and 3 approximately 10-acre lots. The configuration of this plat will create a street that will exceed the 600-foot length minimum, which is why the applicant is requesting a variance from section 5-2-3, which states permanent dead-end streets shall not be longer than 600 feet and shall be provided at the closed-in with a turnaround having an outside roadway diameter of at least 80 feet and a street property line diameter of at least 100 feet. The maximum gradient in a turnaround shall not exceed 4%. Staff is recommending a turnaround at the closed end of the road as described in this section of the ordinance. The turnaround is shown on the plat in your packet. Access will be taken from a 66-foot existing right-of-way perpendicular to 142nd Drive Northwest or County Road 4. Currently, 1 home exists on the property. The applicant plans to sell off the remaining lots for single-family homes. The township recommended approval, and staff has 4 comments, which are recordation of the plat, recordation of the road maintenance agreement, newly created road, Heller Lane must be brought up to county road standards with gravel surface, and adherence to the 2015 zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations.
Any questions for Rachel? I do, go ahead, Mark, go ahead.
Did you say there was a maintenance agreement in for this road then? There is, okay.
Yep, there's one in place. Once the plat is recorded, then that maintenance agreement will be recorded as well with that.
Who enforces that? Do we know if there's an issue? Wayne, is it, is it the township who would enforce that? Okay, thanks, Wayne. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I will open up the hearing. This is a public hearing. Is there any public input? Any public input? Last time, any public input? Close the hearing. Comments, questions, discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I drove out there, spent about 20 minutes out there looking around. I'm a little bit concerned about not having a cul-de-sac or not having any way for garbage trucks, UPS trucks, emergency providers to turn around in there. There is a trail that goes back to the east on the south end, but it's blocked off through the industrial area. But, and pushing the snow, where are they gonna push the snow off the road to?
The plat isn't included, but there is a turnaround at the end of that road. And so, oh, okay, so you can see the turnaround there?
But the variance that he's asking would take that out.
No, that is part, he's only requesting the variance on the length, and the turnaround is still there and is part of the plat, and they'll have to improve that turnaround as well.
Okay, then I'm confused on it. Let me look at it again.
Okay. But Ed, I haven't heard any otherwise, and it's included on your plat. So John's well aware of the turnaround?
The turnaround's not constructed yet?
Yeah, it's not constructed. It's a T intersection right now. Well, actually, it kind of comes up and curves around is what it does. So they'll have to put the turnaround in.
Okay, in the township comments, bulbs not necessary as traffic will be going to individual houses.
Well, like you suggested, it needs a turnaround for emergency vehicles. Yeah.
If I could interject,
Yes.
Yep, is that Ed?
yeah, this is Ed. So it's my understanding as part of the road maintenance agreement that, and part of the planning process that cul-de-sac would have to be built out.
That's correct. You'll have to do the grading and the graveling of the turnaround.
Yeah, so there would be a place for garbage trucks, emergency vehicles to get turned around.
That's correct.
Okay, then a follow-up to Wayne. Prior to building permits being issued for this, will this have to be built
Yes.
with your
Yes.
specs to be approved by you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, any other questions for Wayne or staff? Anybody? What are the wishes of the board?
Move for approval contingent upon staff comments, including the cul-de-sac, installation of the cul-de-sac.
Okay, is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion?
I wish John was here. Would answer some questions about what his plans are. It's going to be an extension of what was built to the south, or if he has other plans for, what kind of area it's going to be.
Like what kind of homes? Are we talking stick-built? Are we talking mobile homes? Are there certain ages?
Because it's right up against that industrial side.
How long ago did we approve this?
We do have a motion with a second. Roll call, please.
Chris? Mark?
Yes.
Sherrill?
Yes.
Dan? Shane?
Yes.
Louise?
Yes.
Barry?
Yes.
Tate?
Yes, motion carries. Oh, I didn't know.
Jake, could I interject again?
Pardon me? Okay.
Could I interject?
You keep cutting out, Ed.
Yeah, I know I got poor cell service here, poor Wi-Fi, but I just wondered if to approve.
Yeah, yes, it was approved, Ed. Is that what you're asking?
Correct.
Yes, it
Thank-
was approved. Okay, number 2, Mandy Raveling for a zone change to urban residential for approximately 1 acre parcel. It's currently zoned light industrial, and it's out in Pleasant Valley Township. Rachel?
Yep, LU-0169-21. This property was zoned industrial prior to the 2015 zoning ordinance and then updated to light industrial in the previous zone update that we had a few months ago. There's currently a home on the property which makes the use non-compliant with the light industrial zoning district. It looks as if this home was grandfathered in with the previous zoning updates. This property takes access from Highway 40 where an existing approach is in place. The applicant is selling the property to a new owner who plans to replace the home on the property. This area, staff went out there, this area looks like it has developed into mixed use. The surrounding zoning is predominantly light industrial. However, the uses do vary in the area. The township recommends approval and staff only comments that they adhere to the 2015 zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations.
Okay, thanks, Rachel. Any questions for Rachel? Okay. I'll open up the hearing. This is a public hearing. Is there any public input? Any public input? Last time, any public input? Close the hearing. What are the wishes of the board?
Does this property, does it get services from Tioga? Sewer, water, or anything?
It does, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I would make a motion to approve following staff's recommendations.
Is there a second?
Yes.
We have a second. Is there any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Barry?
Yes.
Shane?
Yes.
Dan? Sherrill?
Yes.
Louise?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Tate?
Motion carries. Next one, we have a zone change from rural residential for a 3-lot minor subdivisions, currently zoned agriculture. It's on behalf of Sandra Odegaard, and it's out in Farren Township. Anything on this one, Rach?
This property has a CUP for a second dwelling that was granted in 2017. The additional dwelling is for family use. The applicant asked staff to temporarily place a third dwelling on the property while this request is being processed. And from our knowledge, no one is living in that third dwelling at the time. It's just stored on the property until this is approved. The proposed lots will take access from 60th Street Northwest. I noted in your staff packet that it said 135th. That is not correct. Just disregard that. It's, from 60th Street Northwest. The applicant is planning to transfer ownership of the new lots to her sons for the purpose of single-family homes. The township has not responded with comment, and staff has 3 comments, which are: adhere to the 2015 zoning ordinance and subdivision regulations, continued adherence to the CUP conditions for the original CUP from 2017, and recordation of the plat. And Ed is on the phone if you have any questions for that.
Okay, thanks, Rach. Anybody else have any questions for now? I guess I don't. Okay. I'll open up the hearing. This is a public hearing. Ed, do you want to add anything on that?
Only if there's questions concerning it. We feel covered it pretty good with what the intent is.
Okay. Okay. Sandy, Jack, do you guys want to add anything? Just if we have questions, we'll go through it. Okay. This is a public hearing, so is there any public input? Any public input? Last time, any public input? Close the hearing. Isn't this township, I don't want to, did they dissolve? Well, the township still exists. I don't mean it that way, but the board, don't they just defer everything over to you guys?
I believe it's Farren Township, right? No, we haven't heard anything about that. They usually give us a
Okay,
comment too.
which is fine. I just. Yeah.
Yep, Sauk Valley is the only ones
Okay.
that don't do anything with the county.
I think the Farren Township Board is just afraid of these people.
I think so. There's some tough young ladies over there. Anybody have any questions, or what are the wishes?
I do have a question. Is one of the home that the CUP is for, is it on one of these lots?
I believe so.
Maybe I could address that.
And on your map up there, it's not that highlighted one. It's gonna be around the house and that quarter up there.
That's the one that's going to be subdivided.
Yep.
But the second dwelling that has the CUP isn't located there. It's someplace
No.
else. Okay.
Yep.
If I could interject, can you hear me, Tate?
We can hear you, Ed. Go ahead.
Okay. When this is all said and done, each lot will only have one home on it. The boundary lines are designed so that there wouldn't be 2 homes on one lot. And they meet the setback requirements, for rural residential zoning.
Yep, so on that map up there, there's that blue square. Just disregard that. It should be around the house. Like, if you cut that section into quarters, it's going to be that right quarter right there. That is it. And then it'll cut through those houses, and it's on the plat too, yep.
So when it's all said and done, you'll have 3 lots, and they'll have their, the boundaries and the setbacks
Yep.
and everything will be.
Yep.
But then there would be no need for the CUP after the new plats get recorded, correct? Or
Yep,
Right.
yep, correct. Correct.
Yeah, my brother's out there and he's got a home there. Yep.
That's what it would have been for back in those days.
So there'll be 3 separate lots.
Yep.
Right?
It's a good thing. The CUP will then go away and
It's Danny's lot. Yeah.
And basically, there will be one house on each lot, and that CUP will dissolve. Yep.
roll call, please.
Mark,
Yes.
Louise,
Yes.
Sherelle,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Shane,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes. Motion carries. Okay,
Barry.
next one, next meeting is February 17th. No other business. Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?